Hey there everyone, and I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of my orchid adventures with me, Maria Young. So as you guys know, I had the phenomenal opportunity of going to an orchid show that was totally out of this world. It was held by Central Florida Orchid Society, so indeed it was such a great show. Now if you guys have never went to an orchid show before, I would highly recommend and suggest that you do. You are going to see a wide variety of so many amazing orchids, and also vendors from all over the place are going to be grouped together in one place. It's kind of like your one-stop shop for orchids and all of your other necessities. So many people come to the orchid show with the same love and passion for orchids, so you can always meet great people that also have so much in common with you as well. And I had that fabulous time because I got to meet so many wonderful individuals, from vendors, from members of the Orchid Society. I met some amazing friends there. Now I have to tell you, the reason why I love to go to Orchid Show is of course to see the amazing, phenomenal, out of this world orchids, but also to be amongst the folks that really love and are very passionate about orchids, because what better way to learn from people that of course are just as passionate about orchids as you are. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you some footage of the orchid show, and then we're going to come right back here. You guys are going to come back. You guys are going to stay throughout the duration, right? Well, we're going to meet right back here, and then I'm going to show you exactly the great discoveries and treasures that I got at the orchid show. So let's go ahead and view that footage right now. Central Florida Orchid Society, and this is kind of a little bit of historical background on it here. All of the different orchid shows that they've done, so pretty interesting. And as you can see, they've done several orchid shows here. How about that, folks? And here we have Odum's orchids right here. And lots of beautiful Cattleyas. As you can see, just a wide variation, and also different colors. And you know what I love most about Cattleyas, not only are they beautiful, but there are several that are also fragrant as well. Let's take a look over here. You guys know I do love PAFs, but me and PAFs have like quite a love-hate relationship, so sometimes they don't always do so well for me, but oh my, I do love them. Right now I think I have about 5 different PAFs because I love them so much. And even though they don't do so well, I always keep giving them a try because they are so well worth having in your collection, as you can see. Love the variety, the textures, the forms. Look at that. Look at that. A lot of them are just so wild looking. Beautiful creatures of natures right here. Beautiful, beautiful. Look at that. Is that not pretty? And then this is the other one that I'm really looking at. So which one, guys? This one? Ta-da! Or this one? Help me out here. Just don't know what to do. Cherry babies right here. One of the very classical orchids. Very chocolatey scent. And just an amazing orchid to have. What a sight. And look at this. This is a Dendrobium burana twist. And twist is quite an understatement on these guys right here. I want to show you. Look at that. Look at those antelope horns right there. Those supernatural twists. How amazing. And if you look throughout, you're seeing those twists throughout all of these blossoms. Spectacular form right here. Amazing. Wonderful variety of these species phals and species phal hybrids right here. so many to choose from, and you guys know I absolutely go bazonkers for the species files. So beautiful. Lots of varieties right here to choose from. And right here is spring water orchids. As you can see, also a wide variety right here. This is Ritter's Tropic 1, aka Tom Ritter's Orchids, right here. And you guys know she goes to a lot of the major shows, and she's always stocked up and good to go with a variety of orchids that's sure to please every single heart. And here's some beautiful accent plants right here. You guys know that bromeliads always act as a good accentuation to your orchids. So definitely beautiful plants. Many different varieties, colors right here. And as you can see, all very, very healthy. And this right here is Suncoast Orchids. Always wonderful variety from Suncoast Orchids right here. Definitely very healthy, beautiful orchids. And of course these wonderful, wonderful Cattleyas. And guess what the Cattleya drug in? That's right, this guy right here. Now you guys should already know him, but I'm going to go ahead and let him introduce himself to you.
I am PYC Orchids over the YouTube community. I'm Caleb Cornwell, and I'm 18 now, and also known as the Young Kid.
The Young Kid right here. Totally awesome. I got to meet him for the first time. Now, you guys know him for a while. I know I've known him for like 3 years now, and this is my first time being capable of meeting him live in person and in the flesh. So I'm telling you guys, go out, get out there, be passionate about what you love, and you never know who you're going to meet. And on that note, you do know I have to cut in. I have to tell you, I was so happy to finally get a chance to meet Caleb of PYC Orchids. You guys know we've known each other about 2 going on 3 years, so it's been quite a while via YouTube, of course, but it is such an honor and a privilege when you actually get to meet them face to face and in person, live in the flesh. So yes, I had a great, phenomenal time spending great quality time with Caleb, and I have to tell you, even though you are not the little kid that we have met or we were introduced to on YouTube, because now you are a full-fledged, full-grown, official grown-up. Oh my, indeed you are. So congratulations. And I have to tell you, even though you are so young, you have such a great mindset. You are definitely on the right track. You have so much going for you, and I just see big things for you. So continue the awesome, phenomenal work and be proud of who you are. So with that being said, Caleb, I am so happy to meet you, and I wish you only the best success and prosperity all of the days of your life. Much love to you, Caleb. You already know that, my little brother. Aww. And here's some beautiful artwork right here. Take a look at that. Very, very nice. And for those of you guys that have such a difficult time growing orchids indoors, well, here's another option, folks. Why not decorate your walls? You can also have orchids indoors as well. Remember, guys, if there's a will, there definitely is a way. You can find all sorts of materials, products that will do wonderful for your orchids and definitely will assist you in growing them. So if ever you're in need of something for your orchids, you will be capable of finding them right at these orchid shows. Definitely your one-stop shop for sure. And now you guys are normally used to seeing terracotta clay pots, but here are some very interesting ways that you can actually mount your orchids. And again, this is terracotta, and they're neatly formed and shaped, and would be great and perfect for your orchids as well, because nice aeration space for them. Absolutely fabulous.
Hi, my name is Joanna. I have Joanna's Orchid Pottery on Facebook. I make woven terracotta baskets and mounts for orchids. I make them fairly shallow. I like to make them wide. What I'm trying to do is mimic the natural environment that the orchid lives in. You can put a little bit of media in these pots. and just enough to hold some moisture for the orchids and give the roots a little protection. The roots will grow through and grab onto the terracotta weave, and it grows out into a really nice, natural looking environment for the orchids. So, and it's a fun way to add a little bit of artwork to your orchid growing too. So I hope you'll check me out on Facebook, Joanna's Orchid Pottery. Thanks.
And do you guys remember those terracotta pots that we showed you? Well, here they are right here with a first place ribbon on both of these, actually displaying these beautiful, beautiful orchids right here. So are they great for orchids? They absolutely are, as you can see. And isn't this an eyeful? Oh my gosh. So many beautiful orchids, and this is exactly why I love to go to orchid shows. You get so many different ideas because of the creative ideas that the groups, orchid societies, and vendors come together and coordinate and create these displays right here. And because they're so beautifully coordinated, indeed, you can get inspired to create your own orchid paradise as well. Definitely such a beautiful display, great ways to creatively showcase and show off your orchids. How wonderful. Just love it.
Hi, I'm Christopher.
Yay! And the young kid. And what's so funny about that is he referred to him as the young kid because you know he looks so young, but he's actually 18 years old. He is legit and official, guys. That's right. But you know what? He's always going to be the little kid in our heart because you know he started out so young collecting orchids and he is still so ambitious. But you guys know he is an adult, but still refer to him as the young kid. Young kid, always. And of course, you guys know I have to give a personal shout out to Mr. Chris Webb. I definitely could not believe how excited you were to meet me, but indeed, I think what you didn't know is I was just as excited, and I was honored and privileged to meet you because by your excitement, you let me know just how much my shows matter to you and also that my shows do make a difference. So indeed, I want to give you a shout out. I want to thank you for all the love and support that you have shown me, and I am so very proud and honored that you are a part of my orchid adventure familia, and I love you. Much love and respect to you. Thank you so much. Mwah, 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 and mwah. And now that we are back from that great phenomenal orchid show, let's get down to what you guys really want to know. I mean, down to the nitty-gritty, the orchid party in the city. Let's go ahead and show you exactly what I got there. And folks, I will have to admit that I was on a very strict orchid budget. You see, prior to the orchid show, I did go on quite an orchid spree at orchid nurseries and also on eBay. So indeed, my hubby dear said in order for us to keep the house that we so much love to live in, that I would have to be strategic in my cash flow. But that's okay, folks. You guys know I still didn't come out empty-handed, and that just means he'll have to make up for it later, like big times, you guys already know. And the very first batch on this table is coming from Tom Ritter's Orchids right here. And will you guys take a look at this very beautiful dainty Phalaenopsis right here. So beautiful indeed. And its home and wonderful container is this coconut husk right there. And this is called the Phalaenopsis Sogo Vivian. I think that's what it's called. You see it right there. Well, that's what it is. And again, just a wonderful abundance of all of these orchid blooms right here. Such a beautiful, beautiful Phalaenopsis. Indeed, such a beautiful color, nice striations and patterns. And I also got a Phalaenopsis species. This one right here is a Phalaenopsis Violacea variable Cerulean. And if I'm not mistaken, this Phalaenopsis right here blooms such a beautiful magenta and purple bloom, and indeed is very, very fragrant. And even though this is a smaller phal right here, you are seeing this prior spike. So indeed, it is showing that this is blooming size. So hopefully we'll get a bloom like very, very soon. And up next is another species, Phalaenopsis. This is a Phalaenopsis pulcherrima. And indeed, this is one that is also known as the Phalaenopsis doridus. And although this is not very big either, I will have to say that I'm very pleased that it does have a spike. So again, this is blooming size. And up next is a Catasetum type orchid. This is the Taiwan Orange. And the new growth on this Catasetum type orchid is showing that it is just beginning to spring forth. So indeed it has quite a long way to go, but hopefully we'll get a spike from this year. And the next and very last batch on the table is coming from Cruel Smith Orchids. And I will have to admit, they had so many amazing, phenomenal deals on all of their species phals and their hybrids. I could not even believe it. And I have to tell you, if I did have the money, I would have purchased them all. That's what great of a deal they were having. So this one right here is a Phalaenopsis Dragon Tree Eagle crossed with a Phalaenopsis LD's Bear King. And because the blooms are so amazingly colored and patterned on this Phalaenopsis right here, let's go ahead and take a close look and just feature this gorgeous blossom now. As you can see, this is a very dark yellow, almost a tinge of green in there. And then you're seeing in the center, look at that amazing kaleidoscope type of pattern with all sorts of squiggly lines and the coloration of deep magenta, and also on this lip and tongue as well. You're seeing such a nice coloration as well. Definitely such a beauty right here. One to be very, very proud of. And also, let's not forget to mention that this is also very fragrant as well. And for the amazing size and the very healthy condition of this Phalaenopsis right here, it is just unbelievable that I would be able to purchase this for $20. Amazing. This has 2 spikes. And as you can see right here, this amazing bloom, and also a future bloom or a bud right there as well. Again, very, very healthy Phalaenopsis, incredible price, and I'm just so very happy I was able to purchase this right here. And this one right here is a Phalaenopsis KS Happy Eagle crossed with a Xingmin Tyrannosaurus. And here we are again, able to focus on such a magnificent looking bloom right here. And this bloom is similar to the first Phalaenopsis that you just viewed. You're seeing that very nice yellow backdrop and also that kaleidoscope pattern in that raspberry magenta color. Very beautiful. The only difference here is this bloom is just a little bit smaller, and you're also seeing more of that pattern throughout. The only area that does not have that pattern is on the outer edges. So definitely still yet again another amazing bloom. And if you take a look right here, you're seeing another future bud right there, or future blossom. And then right here you're also seeing another one coming, and that's going to be a future very beautiful bloom as well. So this has 2 spikes, and if we take a look at the plant itself, you are seeing that it is very, very healthy. Look at those leaves, so adorable and round. And then if we take a look at the price tag itself, you are seeing that I actually got this for only $15. Can you believe it? Unbelievable deal at Cruel Smith Orchids, and I'm very happy with my purchases. And there you have it, folks. That was the Central Florida Orchid Society show. Now, you guys know that I do love to hear from you guys. So please let me know what were your favorite parts of the show, or perhaps what were your most favorite orchids. And if you guys have been to orchid shows before, what do you love most about orchid shows? And I thank you guys so much for tuning in to yet another episode of My Orchid Adventures. And if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. And if you want to stay tuned to my adventures, please be sure to subscribe. Join me on Facebook at My Orchid Adventures, and if you want to write or send me something, you can do that as well at the address below. As you guys already know, I truly do love you guys all. Mwah.